I do it for the love first, peep the intentions, man. I spit game, but you never learn no lessons.
God damn, we back at it. It is now 2023. Let me be one of the last people that wish you a happy new year. And it's a new year, y'all. That means it's giving a whole bunch of new music, even though we got a lot of music in 2022. 2022 had so much good music. Definitely check out some of the videos that we released last week, going over the top 100 songs, my honorable mentions, the top albums of the year. Definitely check out those videos from last week. And now it's a new year. Just a few days in, we already got some semi-announcements, some half announcements, some full announcements. So many songs already teased, so many albums already teased. So this video is going to be going over the list of anticipated albums for 2023. So, right out the gate, Travis Scott, Utopia. We had the album name for the better part of 2 years now, 2 to 3 years now almost. We had the title for Utopia for Travis Scott. He has released the album since Astro World back in 2018. So it's coming up on 5 years. Holy, it's coming up on 5 years since we last got a Travis Scott album. And I hope we picked this for Utopia. The last singles we got from Travis Scott was Mafia, and it was a 2-pack. Mafia that had J. Cole with a secret feature, and then Escape Plan, that's what it was. I think I did reaction to Escape Plan back then. And that's the only singles we got. We got a couple of loosely singles, Franchise, I believe, back in 2020. And so all we got is the title name. Maybe those previous singles are going to be singles for the album, remains to be seen. But Utopia is definitely going to be one of the first things I'm looking forward to from Travis Scott, because it's been 5 years since we got an album for that man. Plus, he's been absolutely sliding on features as of late. Moving on the list, Pusha T has semi-announced that he has a mixtape coming with DJ Drama. DJ Drama has been partying, especially in 2022. He's been partying with so many different artists, from big and small, for so many different Gangsta Grizzle mixtapes. So Pusha T and DJ Drama going to collab on that. It's going to be very interesting. And Pusha T also announced he has another album coming. No, It's Almost Dry was my #1 album of the year, so definitely go check out once again my top 25 albums of 2022. And so we got semi-announced with DJ Drama and Pusha T coming together. Pusha T released another album. I think it's going to be very interesting. Pusha T is absolutely dominating the rap game when he releases music. A$AP Rocky has been like 5 years since he released the album. Another artist has been a long time since he released the album. A$AP Rocky, he's been coming out with more music lately, more features. Last year we had That's My Bitch. That was back in like May or so, like mid 2022. And then just a few weeks ago he got Shit Me, which was a kind of an old song but kind of new song because he finally put it on streaming services. A$AP Rocky has been a long time since we got an album from him, so this be a good album from him. J. Cole, it's been 2 years almost since the off season came out, so are we getting the fall off, the next album? I don't know, remains to be seen. We don't have exactly a title for the next album, the next project. He might not even be releasing the album this year, but I'm just anticipating it might be an album because it's been almost 2 years since we got the off season. Tyler the Creator, he has a biannual, it seems like a biannual release for him, for Tyler the Creator. He released Call Me If You Get Lost back in 2021. I believe that was my #2 favorite album, top album from 2021. So he's a biannual release. He typically releases those during the springtime of every 2 years. So it's been that 2-year anniversary is coming up. So I'm expecting another good album from Tyler the Creator. Chance the Rapper. It's been 4 years since we released The Big Day. A lot of people give him flack for how bad The Big Day was, but it seemed like he's coming back. The last few years, a couple of loose singles he had, a couple of features he had, it seems like he's making a comeback. The highs and lows, with featuring Joey the Badass, I thoroughly enjoyed that track, but definitely one of my favorite tracks from Chance the Rapper in the last few years. Jon Bellion is coming up on 5 years. Another artist with 5 years. It's been 5 years since he released The Glorious Soundtrack back in 2018. One of my favorite albums from that year. And Jon Bellion is definitely one of those artists where he's very versatile, from his ability to sing, his ability to rap, which I think is thoroughly underrated, and then his production style just absolutely insane. So it's been 5 years we got a Jon Bellion album. He released a track back in 2021, I believe, late 2021. I think I did a reaction to that. I can't remember the title of the track. The track was alright, but it's been a long time since we got some Jon Bellion music. I'm expecting music for him, hopefully. NF, it's coming up on 3 years. Yeah, 3 years since he released the album. He released The Search back in 2019. He released Clouds last year. No, in 2021 he released Clouds. Nice little mixtape there to hold us off for the album. So I'm expecting the album from NF. Thoroughly enjoy his music. Childish Gambino. It's been over 2 years since he released the album. He released 3/15/20 back in 3/15/20. that album had a weird release. Just the title of the tracks being the timestamps in which they started. That whole release. But he said the next project he's releasing as an album is going to be thoroughly enjoyed, one of his best ever. So maybe Childish can be able to come back with an album. I don't know. Remains to be seen. Russ announced that Chomp 3 is coming out this year. I'm expecting probably sometime the spring of 2023. And the Russ Chomp series, thoroughly enjoyed it. Chomp 1, the little EP. And then Chomp 2, and back in 2021, thoroughly enjoyed that album. The album is still in my rotation to this day, so I know Chomp 3 is going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait to do a full album reaction to that. Next up on my list, Denzel Curry announced that he has an R&B album coming. That may not come out this year, that may come out next year, I don't know, but maybe R&B album, a nice little like 5-8 track EP from Denzel Curry, nice little R&B little switch up. I wouldn't mind. Next up on my list is Logic, College Park. He got, once again, giving us the title of the album, but we don't know exactly when it's coming out. I've been scratching my head recently when it's going to coming out. I'm thinking maybe spring/summer of this year, but also yesterday he announced that he has a baby on the way, because that kind of throws up my whole timeline. So maybe we might be getting College Park in a couple months, maybe later down the year, maybe not until next year. I don't know. I still thoroughly enjoy Vinyl Day to this day, so maybe we get College Park from Logic the coming months or later this year. I don't know, remains to be seen. Silk Sonic with Bruno Mars and Innocent Pac. It's been a couple years since we got the Even with Silk Sonic. Got the vinyl is right up there. And yeah, maybe we'll get an album from Silk Sonic. I don't know. They released Love Train earlier of last year. Maybe not get an album from him, but Bruno Mars, he released albums every like 4 or 5 years. So I'm just might be coming up way too early. But Innocent Pac is teaming with Knowledge to give us No Worries, I believe. So that might be coming first before we ever get another Silk Sonic album. Big Sean. It's been like 3 years. I think it's coming on 3 years since we got Detroit 2 from Big Sean. He's been going on a lot of features, a lot of feature songs for the last few years. He's definitely holding us up. I'm expecting good things for him because he's been absolutely snapping for the last like 3 or 4 years now. Lil Nas X, it's been coming up on 2 years since released Monterio. Thoroughly enjoyed Monterio, one of my favorite albums from 2021. I think that was in my top 25 list, I believe so. Now Lil Nas X, he hasn't really released that much music all of last year, which is very interesting. But it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of rollout he has. He's one of the most impressive artists when it comes to his rollouts, especially he's a social media wizard. Baby Keem is once again coming up on 2 years to release the album. He's done several kind of deluxe versions of the album they released back in 2021, all of course of 2022. And yeah, Baby Keem expect you to come out, teaming up with Kendrick Lamar. Maybe once again, maybe get another Kendrick Lamar feature. I think that would be absolutely insane. So maybe Baby Keem come back. Don Toliver, The Life of a Dawn came out in late 2021. So it's coming up on 2 years to release the album. He was the single late last year. Do It Right, I believe. I think I did a reaction to that. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. I've been enjoying Don Toliver the last few years, especially the features he's been doing. The features that he had on Metro Boomin's album, absolutely insane. So Don Toliver come back with an album, it's gonna be crazy. Eminem is coming up on 3 years since he released Music to Be Murdered by Side A in late 2020. He released Side B. Thoroughly enjoyed definitely Side B more than Side A. Hopefully he gives us another album. I want him to collab with Dr. Dre to give us one more album between them two. I think that would be absolutely insane. And hopefully that album is not too long. Give us like 8 to 10, maybe 12 tracks of a skit or two with Dr. Dre, Eminem. I think that would go crazy. Can't believe I'm saying this, but Kanye West, maybe he released down to the full version, not the stems broken down loosely, only could go on the website version. Hopefully his scandals and the things he's saying calms down, slows down, and actually gives us a solid album, because I still thoroughly enjoy Down to Tuesday. So maybe we get a Down to 2 that's actually polished and finished, that's enjoyable and not insane to see with Kanye West and his activities, because that man's wild. It's a loose cannon, a certified loose cannon. And then to round up the list, Frank Ocean. It's been like 7 years. Just throw that out there, Frank Ocean. Why not? Maybe he blessed us for an album. I don't know. Amazing to see. It's Frank Ocean at the end of the day. So that's my list of anticipated albums of 2023 I'm looking forward to. Some unannounced, some announced in some way, shape, or form. Comment down below if I missed anything. I might have missed something. Comment down below another album from another artist, whether it's rap, hip hop, R&B, soul, whatever it might be. Comment down below what anticipated album you might have coming, looking forward to coming this year, because I think it's gonna be hard to top 2022. 2022 was absolutely a solid year. Maybe 2023 can give us some bangers too. So if you like the video, please like the video. I got more content like this always coming soon throughout the entirety of 2023. So please subscribe, And see y'all in the next video. It's gonna be good, y'all. It's a year, y'all. I think it's gonna be definitely a good year. See y'all next video. Peace.